All right, let's look at the homework 11, problem number 8. All right, so we want to create a collapsible, name it as problem 8, current date and time, and display today's date and time. All right, so let's do that. All right, so open up Notepad++. All right, so we need another collapsible. I'm going to just copy the previous collapsible here. All right, so Control C and Control V. All right, so we want problem 8, current date and time, right? Current date and time. All right, we got that. And since I'm not doing the drop-down menu, so I'm going to get rid of this part. All right, so we want to display today's date. So to do that, we're going to have to write a script. So here, so I'm going to put script, right? And then we're going to end the script so that I don't forget to do it later. All right. So since we want the current time, and I would like to automatically refresh once every 0.1 second, here is how we do it. So we say set interval. All right. And then we're going to put the function. So we want to do something. So function here. Then we put curly bracket. All right. Then we're going to put, since we want the one refresh every 0.1 second, and HTML goes by millisecond. So we're going to put the 100 millisecond, which is equivalent to 0.1 second. All right. So everything between these two curly brackets, it's going to be refreshed every 0.1 second. All right. So first thing, next thing we want to do is we want to get a date. So you have, we say variable. I'm going to say new date, so n. You can name it anything you want. We say new date, parentheses, and then semicolon. All right, so what it does is that, pull out the today's current date and puts it in this variable n. Right? But the bad thing is this has all kinds of information. It has a year, date, and month, and time, and everything. So we need to extract a particular information. So we need a variable. So how about the date? Right? So we're going to put n dot to indicate that, n dot to indicate that you're coming from this guy. And we're going to get date, right? So it just goes here and they extract the data information, and that's it, right? And then I'm going to do another variable, so we need to know the months. So we're going to say n dot get month. All right. The only tricky thing about the month is that January is assigned to 0, so actually we're going to have to add 1 to it, right? And then we need to get year, so I'm going to get the full year, so y, and then we're going to say n dot get full year, right? So we got those information, then we just have to format it, right? So this is how you format it. So document dot get element by ID, right? So I'm going to call this date today. And then format is, I'm going to put that inner HTML is equal to. All right, so I'm going to actually put the month first, right? Then in between, I'm going to put a backslash. And then we're going to put the date. Then we're going to put another backslash. And then we're going to put full year, right? So we have that. So now today has that information. So today's date. So what we can do is we can go here and then we can just put ID. ID is equal to today, right? So hopefully this will display the today's date. All right, let's save this. All right, then go to Chrome and refresh this. All right, so here current date and time. All right, so we got the date part correctly here. All right, so that's that. And then I'm gonna go back, and then now we have to get a time. All right, so this is how we get time. All right, so I'm gonna just squeeze it in. All right, so we need to get time. So you have variable. All right, so we need to get, I guess, a second. So I'm going to call it S. It's going to be, so get second. Right, so actually it comes from n dot get second. And then we need a minute. So you have a variable. I'm going to call it n dot get minute, get minutes. Actually, is it? Let's see. Let me double check. Actually, you have to put s. Get minutes and the seconds. All right, and then we need to get hours. N dot get hours. All right. Then we just need to format it just like before. Document get element by ID. Then I'm gonna call this, say, now or something like that. Dot inner HTML. All right, so we want to put hour first, right? And then maybe a colon and a minute and then another colon. All right, then we're gonna put a second, so plus S. All right, and then so since the now has that information, so I'm gonna go up here. Maybe I'm gonna create another paragraph. All right, then we just say ID is equal to now. All right, so let's save that and then go to Chrome and refresh that. All right, so you have, oh, didn't display it. Hold on. All right, what did I wrong here? Get seconds. Oh, actually, I didn't spell it. So get minutes, hours, and this should fix it. All right, save and go here, refresh it. All right, and open up. All right, so you can see that you have, you know, the current time, all right, 8:13 and 51 seconds. And you can see that since it's refreshing automatically, it actually gives you, it looks like a working clock, all right? So it looks a little bit bad when it becomes the a one digit. There's a way to fix that, but I'll skip that part. But this is how you put the date and the time. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.